What's up, world? It's your boy Dennis with ImagistellTV. Today I think I'm going to try and do this entire episode in a British accent of sorts.
Side note, in case you were wondering, not that you really were, but anyway. In my astute opinion, the three sexiest accents are the British, the South African, and the stereotypical European woman who has come to the US on holiday and speaks in English with a heavy European accent.
Anyway, because I'm speaking in a British accent, I feel the need to share something intellectually stimulating and of rather importance. I want to speak to you about the reality of pursuing your dreams. Recently, I was talking with a music professor of mine about my angst and my woes, as I often do because, well...
musician.
In this conversation, I was trying to communicate how I often feel so overwhelmed and shut down because of the size and specificity of my dreams and what I want to accomplish and be known for in this life. We began talking about how it sounded like I was trying to be a Renaissance man, and my professor started asking me some questions around this idea and whether or not it was aiding me or not in this particular situation. If you don't know what the term means, essentially it means someone who is good at everything. In the US we have another saying that's somewhat similar, it's popular. It goes, jack of all trades, master of none. Skip ahead a month or two later, just the other day in fact, I was chatting on a walk through the meadows with a friend, and I was sharing about none other than my angst and woes, of course. Towards the end of our walk, my friend turns to me and asks, "Have you heard the rest of that saying?" I said that I hadn't, and we used the magnificent Google to look it up. The saying goes a little like this.
A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one.
Another famous saying in the US is, curiosity killed the cat. Well, let's go back to beautiful Google and read the rest of that thought.
Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back.
In our day and age and in our culture, we are told often to be practical, to make sense, or to be like everyone else. We are told to dream and innovate, and then told to fit the mold of everyone else. We are taught in half phrases and not taught the rest. We're not told how to live in balance, and we wonder why our worlds are struggling. Here's the good news. Do not be like every other person on the planet. You can be your
fucking gorgeous, wild, curious, ridiculous, rambunctious, magical, musical, authentic, color-painted, broken, hurt, fixed, messy, glorious God and Goddess selves.
Here's the hard news. It's going to hurt to get there. Not because of pain per se, but rather because of the grief you will feel in the depths of your entire being. When you do not dream big and bigger, and when you do not pursue intensely, you will feel as if your heart is breaking and you are dying. The more and more you begin to realize that you were never meant to exist as small and meaningless, but as large and as grandiose as the galaxies that are known and unknown. For you yourself are a hidden galaxy. And one day, I promise, that you will be seen and heard and felt, and the depths of your soul will be explored. Every tear you've paid in this life and every ounce of the human that you are will be known. This is the true pain we feel. To be dissatisfied with our lives until we exist as our entire and authentic selves. Here is the best news. You have permission to dream as hugely as you can, and even bigger than that. It doesn't have to stay a dream. We live in a world where no matter how oppressed, overwhelmed, or unmotivated we may be, there is always hope. Always. I can say this with no doubt because I have been hopeless, and oftentimes I still am. This has been the beauty of being willing to share my angst and my pain with people around me because they begin to cheer me on. And to hell with the bloody idiots who know nothing about who you are and tell you that you will never amount to anything. Tell them
to fuck off.
Well, that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed the accent, and I hope this brought a little light to your beautiful faces. I'll be sharing more thoughts on this topic, so just stay tuned. As always, like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, or you just want to chat, shoot me a message. Deuces.
Kind of strange. What was? Let me just tell you right off the bat that this accent needs some work. Just needs some work. I don't know if I'm motivated to record more pieces. I don't know. I just had to do that like 16 different times. That was like 16 different takes. I kind of feel really comfortable right now. I don't know if I want to get up. I don't know.